am ready. I was born ready. Welcome to my channel. I am Susie. Today I have something very unique to talk to you about. So basically, I read this book. This is the Nancy Drew Files, case number 83, Diamond Deceit, which is apparently the book that Mystery of the Seven Keys, the new Nancy Drew game, is at least somewhat based on. So first things first, I read this because I heard that it was going to be like at least somewhat important to the new Nancy Drew game, and obviously I had to know, so read it from start to finish. Decent book, not my favorite, for sure not my favorite. Let me just do like a quick review. This isn't going to be a typical review. I'm not going to like do normal reviewer things because this is not a book review. Also, it's going to be rife with spoilers for the book, so if you want to read the book, stop watching this video. First of all, I got this from Thrift Books, the website where you can like buy people's old books for really cheap, and it is so beat up. It actually kept falling apart while I was reading it. It is literally taped back together. Like the cover for this is wild. Like, seriously, we have a dead body on the cover of this book. This woman has deceased. Like, that is a major plot point in this book, and it is wild that this scene is the one that they put on the cover. So here we have Nancy Drew looking stunning in her little suit thing, and then this is actually George, which is wild because she doesn't make the covers too often, but this was a really tense scene in which the character Joanna, I think her name was, an actress, she's kind of like needing to do a bit more in order to get parts in movies. She was found pushed down a flight of stairs. Okay, so the basic plot of the book is Bess goes on vacation. She ends up staying for a little bit longer, and George and Nancy are like, huh? And then she calls them and she's like, hey, I want you guys to come out and visit me. So they go, and it turns out that she met a man, surprise, surprise, who is, to put it lightly, an a-hole. She ends up like getting a job at this guy's like family restaurant as a baker, and she's really kind of just there because like people compliment her food, which like good for you. But it was really honestly kind of depressing. She was dealing with a lot of just red flags. Anyway, so they get there, and George of all people is like, I want those earrings in that window of the jewelry store. So they go, and there's like a wild fight happening between these two men. And anyway, I don't need to do a full review. So they end up entrenched in this mystery in which it turns out that this like actress has reported that her necklace had all these beautiful diamonds in it, but they were replaced with fakes. So that is where the Mystery of the Seven Keys comes in, I'm pretty sure, because the trailer shows that she goes to Prague, which by the way has nothing to do with this book. She goes to Prague to solve the mystery of a necklace, okay? So this was also a necklace. It was diamonds, however. And in the book, it turns out that the actress ended up like having the diamonds replaced, okay? It was kind of an insurance thing. Like, she needed to front money in order to be in like roles, so she needed the money. They came up with this plan, her and her agent, okay? But her agent ends up being the person who murders her. Sorry, big spoilers. And I told you, I warned you. And this other guy was in on it, this guy who like works with the agent, and my cats have just infiltrated this room. So anyway, basically the plot points that I can see, because I haven't played the game yet, but I have read the book, as far as I can tell, I'm assuming that the necklace plot line is what we're getting in the game. If that is the case, I'm wondering if there's going to be some sort of connection with maybe the person who is reporting this necklace as missing, or I honestly forget what it is in the game, if that person is going to be involved in some way, shape, or form because of how this one ends. Of course, this one has the person who's the necklace belonged to die. We don't know if that's going to happen in the game. Obviously, we know nothing about the game yet, except for what we've seen in the trailer and like the little bits and pieces we get so far. But it was the actual owner. The agent was the murderer, and then the like aspiring actor guy who like worked with the agent was also involved. So there are 3 potential suspects for us that I don't know if any of the characters in Key are going to be those people, quote unquote, but we'll see. We'll find out. I mean, if it's anything like this, it's going to be really freaking wild because like because they didn't try, like they tried but like not hard enough to like off Nancy in this one. They like put her out in the middle of the water on a rock to drown when she like gets pushed down the stairs, she falls down, she gets knocked out, and they literally take her out into like the middle of the water and leave her there, and she wakes up and she's like, oh crap, and she swims back to shore. It's so wild. It's such a crazy book. And she also like is injured. Anyway, read it or don't. Anyway, thank you. Side note, I don't think that I talked about this, but there was another character who was being blackmailed to be the person who was like replacing the diamonds and was doing all the dirty work, and she was going to be the fall guy for these people, for the agent and the random other actor guy. Like she was going to be the fall guy. She was going to take all of the blame for the diamonds, for the murder. So I do wonder if there is going to be something along those lines in the plot of Key, if maybe somebody is being framed. Maybe it's going to be Radek. You never know. We'll have to find out. That is all I have to say. Thank you for watching, and hopefully all of our questions will be answered in about 11 days. So can't wait to find out everything with you guys. Bye.